Las Vegas Raiders.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First down, Rodgers. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Miami.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
On 1st down, Lock. Left side complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett, the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now in the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll start with the option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting. On kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Locke. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 20. Five-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On play action. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers to get.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Here's Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a throw here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Block now to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, going for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From midfield, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line.
At their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Locke now on first down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38.
5 yards on the play.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you...
Matt gets hit, and the ball is free.
And the Raiders pick it up. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. And he finds Tyler Croft. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On first down, Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Man, I've seen that play
a big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw it is Locke. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal. Locke. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Eric Ebron hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
On play action, Rodgers. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
To throw again, Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Miami.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Locke. His throw incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
They go right back to Mack. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and war. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee. Rolling thunder, don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot, time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody wanna be keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why new people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about your about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, did now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing it so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this is jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? Why the rush up for nothing? Why the rush up for nothing? Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe now should I do it? Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I